Hi, I'm Ray Kendall Corrie, Head of Engagement and Learning, and the reason for this short video is to introduce you to our Investors in People re-accreditation for 2020. So what is Investors in People? It's a nationally recognised framework that's used to assess the effectiveness of leadership and staff development opportunities within an organisation. And we're very proud that we've held this standard for over 15 years now. Creator Support has a strong focus on staff training and good leadership in our services, and we understand that in order for us to provide the best levels of care and support for our service users, we need well-trained and well-educated staff who are managed positively by good leaders. The assessment framework consists of 3 performance areas, and these 3 performance areas are split into 9 indicators and 4 stages or levels. This wheel represents the Investors in People framework, and you can see 3 performance areas of leading, supporting and improving, and you can see that each of those performance areas are split into 3 indicators, making a total of 9 indicators. The 9 indicators are: 1, leading and inspiring people. So how do we ensure that we inspire our workforce? By being good role models, being professional, and showing that we have good values ourselves. Living the organisation's values and behaviours. So how do we show that as managers we have the organisational values at the heart of everything that we do? So our key values of opportunity, choice and well-being, how do we show these through our professional behaviour and what we do on a daily basis? Empowering and involving people. So how do we show that we empower our teams and involve them in decision making? Do we enable people to make decisions and do this as part of their professional development? Do we show trust in our staff and have confidence in our leadership? Managing performance. Do we effectively manage staff, set objectives and track their progress? Recognising and rewarding high performance. So do we recognise when people do well and reward them? People should feel motivated to do their best work. Remember our Achieve Q Awards scheme, the Achieve Q Gala, incentives for completing e-learning and incentives for introducing new staff members. Do we thank our staff for doing a great job? Structuring work. How do we structure our daily work, ensuring that roles meet the services and the organisational objectives? Do we structure work around the abilities of our people and the needs of our services and service users? Building capability. How do we ensure that we develop our people using training and development appropriately? Do we ensure that we use these opportunities to help people to thrive in work? We need to make sure that we have the right people in the right roles and that we are developing our staff well. Do your staff have the correct qualifications and skills and abilities? If not, how will you support them to achieve these? So delivering continuous improvement. So how do you look for ways to improve your service and your team? Are you aware of the culture within your team? Do you engage new approaches when necessary? Are you reactive to feedback, whether that be positive or negative? Do you use this to improve your service? Creating sustainable success. Are you aware of the changing health and social care environment? How do you ensure that you make the right internal changes to stay ahead of the pack? Do you recognise and build on your success? The 4 stages of the framework are standard, silver, gold and platinum. We're a silver standard organisation, which is really impressive considering the size and the diversity of our organisation. Generally, it's smaller organisations who achieve the higher levels within the framework. In our upcoming reassessment, we're hoping to maintain our silver status for the whole of the organisation, and we will be going for gold within our HR and L&D teams at head office, so wish us luck. The first of the 4 stages of the levels of the framework is the standard level, and this means that organisations have the right levels of principles and values in place and that everyone knows what's expected of them. Silver status means that leaders and managers check that the values are in place and are monitored throughout the company and that they are happening consistently throughout the company. The gold level indicates that all people and leaders take ownership of the practices we have in place and are actively working to improve these and make work better for people. So some food for thought. Are you a role model? When you're in work, do you behave in a way that you would want your staff to behave? Do you look good, behave professionally, behave in the best interests of the company at all times? As a leader, do you provide your staff teams with direction and encouragement? Do you have clear tasks and goals set for each team member? As a leader, do you clearly communicate with your teams, carry out supervisions and thank staff when they do a good job? Do you enable staff to use their best skills? Thank you, and no doubt we will see you soon. And please contact me if you have any questions.